Hi there, I'm Amanda Cromhote from Truth. Welcome to the Blind Loyalty Challenge. We interview world experts in loyalty blindly. We're hoping to create insight, spontaneity, and a lot of fun through the challenge. The challenge is about promoting the blind loyalty trust, and my book called Blind Loyalty, 101 Loyalty Concepts Radically Simplified. All profits from the book go towards the trust. We hope you enjoy the Blind Loyalty Challenge. For today's Blind Loyalty Challenge, I'm speaking to Chris Staab, who's the co-founder of AI Events. Now, before we get going, Chris has already confessed to me that he's terribly nervous about today because he's had his head in revenue management for the last 3 months, I think you said, Chris. So I have to be gentle on you, apparently. So welcome, Chris.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm happy to support this great cause. I've been working in loyalty and airlines for 30 years and always trying to do charity activities. So glad to support this initiative.
Amazing. Thank you. And you're all the way in Panama City, and I'm sitting down here in Cape Town. So we're really pushing the Blind Loyalty Challenge around the world, which is even more exciting. So you were tagged by Andy Choi, and Andy and I had an amazing discussion around doing good through loyalty programs, as you can imagine, would be part of Andy's portfolio. But my first question to you, and I know you're no stranger to the airline industry. So chapter 76 of Blind Loyalty is about airlines and FFP. What has been your personal favorite loyalty experience on an airline or with an airline?
Well, recently I went to, thanks to another loyalty executive, David Feldman. He got me
Mm.
invited to I don't know if you know him. He chairs
Yeah,
some loyalty
yeah.
event, well-known guy, Australian, great guy. And he got me invited to the opening of a museum in Panama that was the largest collection of model airplanes in the world. So Copa
Oh,
sponsored
wow.
that, and they had some of their elite flyers there. And Copa is working to use its corporate sponsorships to take its top elites to similar events. So I got to talk to them there, and they've inspired me to work to be top elite of the airline, so I can get football match tickets and similar through their sponsorship. So I thought that was something not particularly related to airlines, but related to how they sponsor many activities and leveraging that for their top elites.
Yeah, and what I love about that is, it's that's the buy invitation only and money can't buy experiences that we hear about, but you're actually seeing it in practice. So, well, you got to get to stay at that elite status there, Chris.
I'm on the
So
road. I think I'm gonna make it.
there's one thing I know you and your colleagues are not afraid of talking about, and that's loyalty fraud. So in chapters 85 and 86 of Blind Loyalty, I touch upon it, but very lightly. I wouldn't even confess to try and go deep into the subject. But what has been from what you've heard in the industry, what is the craziest loyalty fraud example you can share with us?
Well, let me level set first and talk just about the general problem. It's gone crazy. So,
Mhm.
I have a volunteer job with the Loyalty Security Alliance, and we were pretty busy with hotels in the past, but this year we got really busy with airlines. And basically the story is that airlines have gotten really good at stopping credit card fraud. So the fraudsters have turned to account takeovers. It's just easier for them.
Okay.
So
Oof.
airlines are really getting hit by account takeovers. And this isn't particularly crazy, but one of the reasons why it's getting attention in airlines is the executives themselves are the victims. So the CEO, this SVP, or their wife, their kids, their friends are victims. So it's becoming personal, and that's driving the attention. So it's not just that it's happening so
Wow.
much, it's happening so much, it's happening to the right people to get attention drawn to the issue. So account takeovers, it will be on your radar because it's just gone crazy because it's just easier for fraudsters to do than credit card fraud.
Yeah. Honestly, it's such an incredible subject for every loyalty professional. Like, I don't know anyone who doesn't want to, just everyone wants to talk about it because it's just so there, isn't it? It's like it's really happening across all sorts of industries. We run a loyalty fraud group that I'm going to talk to Michael about in South Africa, and it's so difficult for everyone. Okay, so chapter 60 is around loyalty and doing good and sustainability, and that was the bulk of my discussion with Andy. But do you really, in your opinion, do you think this is really happening?
Uh, in bits, and I'm about to. I know I get to tag someone. I'm going to tag someone in this space. So stay tuned for that towards the end of our interview. But I do think, but one of the challenges that I've seen over the years is large companies like airlines. So particularly large airlines, like I believe your former British Airways or American Airlines or the
Yeah.
Air Canada. They tend to have their preferred charitable partners run through our corporate social responsibility. So it makes other charities hard to break in when you're not that American Red Cross or some huge international or national charity. It makes it hard. So it does happen, but it's difficult. And we are seeing some green shoots related with some green loyalty programs like Etihad has, where I think
Yeah.
um, it's challenged because you get accused of greenwashing, but there are some things that can be done. Like if you're not going to eat, why not give the passenger an option not to get a meal, right? And give them the airline saves some money and give them 500 points, and the airline saves some money, and it's everyone's happy all around. So I think there's some opportunities there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess that's part of what I'm trying to achieve through blind loyalty. And yeah, we're getting some successes and then others we'd like to do more in. So, well, thank you. You did not need to worry as a revenue management headspace for the time being. You've answered all my questions beautifully. So thank you. Who would you like to tag?
So I would like to tag someone in the charitable loyalty space. It's Kevin Crow from Give 'em Out. And you got to listen to his story. It's just wonderful. So it's someone doing good through loyalty, and his personal story of why he's doing that good is just amazing. So I'd like to tag Kevin Crow from Give 'em Out.
Wow. I feel like I really need to hear his story. It sounds like a parallel story. So amazing. Chris, thank you. You're an absolute superstar. I've loved chatting to you.
Thank you, and I wish you the best for your charitable efforts.